7 ways to increase your willpower. Hi, my name is Dr. Meghana Dikshit. I'm the author of the book You Matter and Brain and Performance Expert. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get to the new notifications of our new videos. Today's topic is 7 ways to increase your willpower. Well, willpower is something that we all want in our life and little more every time, right? Whether it's not eating that extra piece of cake or not spending money unnecessarily, maybe not playing the video games or not watching too much of TV or not going on social media too much, not drinking too much or not indulging into other things. So for all of this, we all require willpower. Now, some people say that willpower is the fight between your logic and your emotions. Most often when your emotions are high, your intelligence is low. So every time you find yourself into some sort of an emotional discomfort, you will reach out to your comfort food, you will reach out to your comfort games, you will reach out to your comfort habits that makes you feel good and that releases that little dopamine in your brain that makes you feel happy. So this is a crux of your willpower. Each one of us are born with a certain kind of willpower, but over a period of time, the way we have dealt with our emotions or the way we have not dealt with our emotions. In short, the irregulation of your emotions can deplete your willpower. Now, willpower is like your muscle. When you go to the gym or when you work out, how you can slowly build your muscles, similarly, you can slowly build your willpower. Now, sometimes when you overuse your willpower for everything that you try to control on you, it will create the willpower depletion. So be very careful how and when and how much do you exercise your willpower. Sometimes letting loose or letting it go is a better way to increase that willpower muscle. So here we go. If you're ready to get these 7 steps, type willpower in the chat box and let me know if you're ready. Type willpower. Let's begin. The first step to increase your willpower is not taking too much on your plate. Let me give you an example of one of my students. She had gained more than 100 kilos of weight and she wanted to make sure that she starts on this journey of slowly shedding that weight and not going back to the old unresourceful habits which were actually, made her gain weight. So what she did is, let's take a hypothetical name for this person as name Anita. So Anita wanted to lose excess 50 kilos of weight. Now, when she started on this journey, the simple things that she did is, she wanted to cut back on the snacks that she was eating. She wanted to eat more healthy meals and smaller meals, smaller portions, and she wanted to drink 3 liters of water a day. So Anita did not go too much, like not working out, not doing this, everything. When you do too much, your willpower is scattered. She chose to, only pick up these 3 things: cutting back on snacks, just slowly reducing the portion size, and drinking more water. Helped her lose initial 7 kilos of weight in the couple of months. And when that happened, her willpower automatically got boosted. Seeing the results of anything that you start helps you to stay on track. Because remember one thing, a lot of times your willpower is connected to your goals. Now, when you have your own goals, your willpower is higher. Remember, willpower is a tricky game. When you have your own goals, you have better willpower. But when you have other people's goal, you have lesser willpower. So how do you build your goals around the already existing goals? How do you make sure that maybe even if it's other people's goal, like your work goals, maybe your CEO has given you or your boss has given you some goal. Now that is maybe that person's goal, but you want to connect it with your goal. So how do you do that? Make sure that you connect it and take small baby steps. Once you start seeing the results, you'll automatically have more motivation and more willpower to go for the bigger ones. Second step, plan and plan ahead. Remember this, that if you want to do something impulsive, if you want to do something impromptu, if you're going to do something urgently, most likely you will not be able to stick to your plan. So if you plan ahead, let's take Anita's example here. Like, she wants to lose weight, and to lose weight, she needs to plan her meals well in advance. Now, she's a busy woman. She's working, she has children, and she has the family to take care. Where is the time to take care of herself? So every weekend, on every Sunday, Anita would plan her entire meals for the next 7 days. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That helped Anita to stay well ahead of time and not make silly mistakes like, because I don't have the meal ready or because I don't have a plan ready, I will indulge into the fast food or whatever is available at that point of time. So planning ahead will really help you to build yourself. It could be anywhere. It could be your career. Where do you want to go with this goal, with this project? If you plan your time, if you plan your day, if you plan your week in advance, at least kind of like a skeleton of it, it'll help you to look at the plan as objectively as possible, and it'll help you to not take the stress or not ask your willpower to exercise at unnecessary places. And when you plan, what happens is you know whom can you delegate the work that you probably do not like or the work that is unuseful to you. The work needs to be done, but there will be somebody who can take care of it. Like in my work, in my business, there are certain things that I'm excellent at, and there are certain things that I feel extremely bored at. But there is somebody who's great at those things. I simply delegate that work to this person who's great at those things. And it works for my business, it works for me, it makes me feel amazing because it gives me the time to do the things that I truly like and I truly cherish. Third, avoid temptations. Temptations and willpower never go hand in hand, and we all know it, right? Now, let me take Anita's example again. So what Anita did is, when she was on this journey of her weight loss, she was someone and her family was someone who they would throw a lot of parties and they would have a lot of social obligations, and most of these parties were having lots of drinking involved in it. So Anita consciously did two things. She decided on her limit of going to the restaurants, going to the parties, and how much alcohol she consume on a weekly basis. She also made sure that the parties that were irrelevant or the parties that she could avoid and drop, she actually started making an effort in that direction. She asked her husband that if he can go alone and she can stay back. She started giving herself the priority and stopped going to the places that were full of temptations. Now remember, in the beginning of any journey, any goal or any discipline that you want to build, any bad habit that you want to quit and start on a good habit, temptations are something that are going to come in the way. And the more you're trying to fight those temptations, the more they're going to come back with vengeance. So rather, avoiding the temptations is the best possible way. Like Anita, completely stocked her cupboards and stocked her fridge with all the healthy stuff. Rather than keeping the cakes and chocolates and all of these things where she wouldn't be able to avoid them, she kept stocking this, her cupboards and fridge with good, healthy, stuff that was helping her in her journey of building the good habit of eating healthy, eating fresh, becoming fitter. Fourth, strengthen your willpower. How do you do that? As I was saying earlier, that it's a battle between logic and emotion. All of us know logically that we need to do these things to get ahead in our life. But our emotions get the best out of us, and because of that we give in. So how do you make sure that you are regulating your emotions and you're strengthening your willpower? Now, this can be achieved through simple breathing exercises. This can be achieved through meditation. This can be achieved through guided visualizations. The more you relax your body, the more you relax your mind. Your mind will go into the journey of internalizing the triggers, the things that are happening in your space that's pushing you to break that willpower, to go ahead and indulge into something that's not healthy for you. So what can you do to relax yourself? One of the ways that you can do is sleep deep and sleep well. Your parasympathetic nervous system, when activated well, your vagus nerve, when it is activated well, it gives you the ability to be more disciplined, to be more focused on your path to achieving your goals. So making sure of indulging into the practices to calm your mind. And in order to calm your mind, you can also start calming your body. All the things that are suggested, meditation, guided visualization, sleeping deep, activating your vagus nerve, all of this will help you to strengthen your willpower. Fifth, review and track your progress. Now, what Anita did in her journey was, she started writing down every single day what she was eating. The diet recall helped her to really understand how many empty calories that she was putting in her body. She decided for snacking options to go for some healthy options like makhana, or maybe, eating some berries, or maybe, eating some sorted vegetables. She reminded herself that health and taste can go hand in hand. She equipped herself to understand how can she prepare healthy and tasty recipes. Eventually, she got so hooked on to this beautiful, amazing recipes that really helped her. This has all happened because she reviewed and tracked her progress. Now also understand that, not just Anita's case, this can pretty much be done in every activity or every habit that you're building for yourself. In your job, in your business, everywhere, any habit that you're trying to build in your life, you can simply review and track the progress. Very, very critical to do this every week or every fortnightly, depending on what is required at this point of time. You can be the best judge of that, and you can think about being very honest with your reviews and your tracking the progress. It will help you a lot when you are exercising your willpower. Remember, over-exercising your willpower will always give you the trouble. So why not making it logical, making it right in front of you, writing those calendars, making sure that it's there in front of you, not in your computer or not in your on your phone, but if the diary is right in front of you, you can see what is happening. Like, one of the ways that I had built self-discipline in my financial investments is something that I did crazy. Like, I created a calendar where every single day I would write credit and debit. And that was right in front of me. Like, I had a big whiteboard kept in my office, and I would write everything on that. And that every day when I kept watching it, I realized that, this is something that I can control. And the more it was right in front of me, the more I started feeling that this is unnecessary. I can avoid this. Oh, I can do this so that my credit increases. Things like that it helps you when it's right in front of you. When you start doing these things in mind, you have to exercise a lot of willpower. But when it's right in front of you, you will see you can do with little willpower as well. The sixth step, and this is the most critical step in your willpower. See, you are in a journey where you are yourself not very strong. Then your environment is more powerful than your willpower. Type that in the comment section. Your environment is more powerful than your willpower. When you have something to achieve, which is very difficult for you, when you're practicing willpower, when you're practicing self-discipline, think about it that you're trying to quit smoking and there are 50 people around you, those who are smoking. Will you be in a spot where it's going to be really a battle within yourself to quit smoking? So first thing first, understand that whatever you want to achieve, build your surrounding and your environment that is supporting that goal. Look at the 5 people that you're surrounded with. Do you have a teacher and a coach to be with you, to be accountable, so that you can be on this path? Do you have a trainer? Somebody who's better than you in the area that you want to go into. Your mindset is very powerful. Whenever you want to achieve something, make sure that you have a mindset coach that helps you, navigates you in the right direction, and tells you if you're going somewhere, missing out on something. You always remember that the outsider or the third party or the person who's have that bird's eye view, the coach, will always be able to see through whatever the things that are not working for you better than you. It's a great investment. And the second thing that I want you to understand when you look at your environment, what are the things that are there in your environment? Like, one of the things that inspires me, motivates me to see more green, to have more green, plants or having waterfalls, the more greenery. See, I live in a city, and in the city, you will rarely be able to see all these things now around. But I make sure that I keep it around me so that I can see more greenery that inspires me in whatever ways. You can also look for eating more green stuff, like more vegetables, more fruits. That will start helping you to create your inner environment, which is more supportive. Remember, willpower is not just mental. Your mind is not separate from your body. Nurturing your body will always give you more strength in your mind. It's always goes hand in hand, and when you take care of these things in your environment, you will see you don't have to exercise too much of a willpower. So these are my 7 ways to increase your willpower. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up and make sure that you share it with at least 20 people. Let's build this nation, let's build this world with powerful willpower people. See you soon.